Goedemorgen, we gaan eraan beginnen. Het was gisteren nog even passen en meten om alles in mijn tas te krijgen aan van apparatuur, maar het is gelukt en we staan bij de bus te wachten. Here we go.
Hey, my name is Thomas and in this video I will show you the making of Lombok Bangkit. In 2018, people in Lombok were shocked by a heavy earthquake. I was in the neighboring island Bali at that time, where you could also feel the earthquake heavily. From then on, I knew I wanted to make a documentary about this.
Zo, dat was het laatste. We zijn in Lombok, eindelijk.
After a journey of 30 hours, I could finally sleep. For a bit, because an Indonesian person wakes up early.
Hey!
This is Ferry, my Indonesian friend from Kalimantan. He joined this project for 2 weeks and I'm very grateful for that.
We are eating this food. This is so nice. It smells so good. You should try it.
When I was home in the Netherlands, I arranged meetings with locals who are affected by the earthquake, because the locals are the subjects of the documentary.
Tomorrow we're gonna do our first interview with Magic.
With Magic first. And then we are going to Gili Town.
Yep. By boat, of course.
By boat. By ferry.
By ferry. What did we feel today?
So we felt an earthquake. It was 4.8 and the source of the earthquake was in Gili 3.
So actually we felt an earthquake. It was yesterday as well.
Yeah, twice.
Are you okay?
I'm so nervous.
Why?
I can swim. And the ferry is all the time.
Before the interview started, we went to the interviewee's house to get some coffee. We also had pre-interviews and searched for places where the interviewee would be comfortable to talk about her or his experience. The earthquake is a sensitive subject, so it's desirable to get to know someone first before the interview starts. In this video, I would like to show you some interview setups. As you can see, we filmed with 2 cameras, one on the tripod and one on the shoulder. We recorded the audio separately. Once everything was set up, it was time to start the record.
And then I tried to call my parents to make sure they're all good, but doesn't work. I was so scared that I lost my family. I was crazy at that night.
So I ate that one. Oh no, that's that one. Oh man, the chili.
It was hot.
Another example that I would like to show you is with Pak Mushin. He has one of the main roles in the documentary. He impressed me with his self-made song, and that's special because I did not understand the language. I solely understood his emotions. Pak Mushin shows his village and he also gave us a tour in the mosque, which was rebuilt after the earthquake. I was amazed by the Indonesian hospitality. Everyone invites you for a cup of coffee, homemade sweets or some good nasi. Lombok is very hospitable, and that's good because I was very curious about the local food. And once the stomach is stuffed, the conversation can begin. I was in charge of the English interviews, whilst Ferry was in charge of the Indonesian ones.
Tangannya yang keselio macam-macam waktu itu kita kumpul di sana. Dan di sana kita kumpul semua tanpa alas, tanpa atap. Dari malam itu kita sudah berada di.
No, that's not necessary. I'm feeling like an old man telling.
Dia duduk di lantai ngerasa kayak orang tua katanya.
Sometimes it was difficult to get to the interviewee's place. The roads in the mountains were challenging, especially with much equipment on our motorbikes. But luckily enough, the motorbikes in Indonesia are unbreakable. Well, are they?
Drove with our motorbike almost to the Rinjani.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be another story.
Well, this was an adventure. I have huge respect for people who do this every day. Finally, we reached our destination and then the interviews can begin.
Anak katanya, anak-anak ini kalau kita ndak mulai dari kita yang dulu ini kemana lagi ya? Jadi anak-anak ini.
Nick lives in Lombok, but he's actually from the Netherlands, just like me. He helped us a lot over there, and we also interviewed him about his foundation.
Ik denk dat we even 2 keer moeten, want ik denk dat ik eerst even erin moet komen, want het is een lang verhaal.
Oké, dat is goed. Ik ga proberen het zo concreet mogelijk te maken als het lukt. Ja, voor mij mag je beginnen. Doe maar wel in Engels.
In het Engels? Oké.
How's it going? Well, they say try the local food.
Ja,
Try the original local food. It'll be fun. They said it'll be so.
we
tasty,
did.
They say.
So we did.
So we did. Try
And
all of these. And turns out
I think I can't even talk anymore for the next few days.
it's pretty spicy even for me. I like spicy food. This is so spicy, especially with this thing. It's called peleching.
Yep.
You can see that everything is just chili. We finish our shot here around Mataram city,
Yep.
and we are going to Kuta tomorrow.
For Ferry, it was almost time to leave Lombok, and the last interview we did together was in Kuta.
Thank you for the interview, and I wish you all the luck in the future, maybe as a driver again.
After the interview, we decided to chill.
Yeah, it works. Okay, let's rolling.
Nou, welkom bij deze reis volgens Saido in Kuta.
Enjoy the sun.
I'm taking a nap.
Okay, I will show them the view.
You're going tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm leaving to Bali and we'll catch another flight to Vietnam and we'll start my first abroad trip alone. I'm a little bit nervous but excited at the same time, but most of the time I'm feeling sad because I have to leave this dude alone.
After Ferry left, I mainly made cover shots for the documentary. I also had one interview which was still on the agenda.
And now you cook by yourself.
Yeah, and then we have a teacher, and I cooking.
And then it was time for me to go back to the Netherlands, where I started editing the documentary.
I started the whole edit with translating some interviews, because a lot of interviews we did was in the official language of Indonesia. So Ferry and I translated the Bahasa interviews into English. So I get the English translations, I translated the English back to Dutch and tried to fit it in the interviews. And that took weeks of work.
Istri dan anak-anak.
I don't know what happened.
Crazy at that night.
First it made us
Beban masyarakat.
Keinginan untuk mana guru saya.
Dalanya untuk saat ini.
Don't have a customer.
I'm still editing the documentary and most of the edit work is not really interesting to share with you. It's actually boring, but now I find something that I want to show you, and that is color grading. You might be wondering, why would you color grade an interview shot? And that is because we use 2 different cameras, 2 different bodies, 2 different lenses, 2 different settings, and the result of that is, in the end, we've got 2 completely different types of shots, and I will show you what I'm talking about.
In the beginning of this video, you saw an interview setup with Majik. We call this camera 1 and this is camera 2. Shot 1, shot 2. That's a lot of difference, right? This shot is much more lighter than the other one. And I think that there is too much contrast and temperature here. In general, it's annoying when you're watching a film and you can see the color difference. So this is what I did. The first step is to color grade shot 1. I tried a lot of settings and I found out these settings are the best for shot 1. I turned off the color settings here, so I will turn on the effect and here it is. So let's customize the color of shot 2. In fact, this was more work than shot 1. You can see that over here. I changed the temperature, the tint, contrast, highlights, shadows, whites and saturation. Let's take a look at the result. Boom! It's because you know, but do you see that we use different cameras?
Today I'm recording some voiceovers for the documentary, and what you see here in the background is a part of my bed. And those things, and it's just to improve the quality of the voice. Toch kijkt iedereen vooruit en met de pakken neerzitten is niet de instelling. There is still one thing I really need for the documentary, and that is music, and I can't do that by myself, so I'm going to ask a friend for it. Hey, do you think you can fix the audio for the documentary? The music?
Yeah, sure I can.
Please, can you base that music on the song of Pak Ching? I will let you hear that.
Lombok menangis merintih sedih.
That one, I will send it to you.
No problem.
Okay, cool.
At a certain moment, Nick came back to the Netherlands to see his family and friends. A perfect moment for me to show Nick the first edit of Lombok Bangkit.
Van het docu gezien. Hoe is het om jezelf terug te zien?
Ja, het is altijd apart om jezelf terug te zien op beeld. Je ziet er anders uit dan wat je zelf denkt. Je stem klinkt anders. Maar ik ben wel heel trots op het verhaal dat je in beeld hebt gebracht.
Ja.
En ik vind het heel bijzonder dat wij dit via jouw docu met iedereen in Nederland mogen delen. Ik denk, wat ik tot nu toe heb gezien, ziet het er heel tof en heel mooi uit.
Ja.
En ik denk met de laatste puntjes op de i dat het helemaal top gaat worden.
Finally, after 6 months, I finished the film. And I hope you will like it.